Hello, ladies and germs. This is Chip Chipperson, and you're watching Bourbon Soaked Live. Yes, you are.
Well, hello there, y'all. I'm Juliette Miranda, and welcome to Bourbon Soaked Live, the best bar that isn't really a bar.
Not a bar at all.
Not a bar at all. Hang out in the chat with us, y'all. We've got some great folks hanging out, and we're just kicking the night off. I see that we have Wes hanging out. Roger Wakefield has joined us. Cheers to you, sir. Christopher David is here. You know, we're just building up a great little clan of people who are going to drink bourbon and tell stories. And tonight, our topic of choice is love bites, because now the Valentine's Day is over. We can, be done with all the sugary sweetness and all that, and we can talk about what really happens. That's that love stinks.
That is just a really nice statement.
That voice behind the camera there would be David, the producer. Hello, handsome man.
How you doing?
Good.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Cheers to you.
Yeah, cheers to my man. We are just back from Disney World, which is, I have to apologize why we were unable to go live last week. My guy and I were waylaid thanks to a flight cancellation. Apparently it was blizzarding back here in the States.
States.
We
were in the States.
We were in the States. Back here in Chicagoland, too windy to fly, so we got a bonus Disney night.
We did.
Yeah.
A whole bonus Disney day, and we made the most of it.
Oh, yeah. We drank our way through all the theme parks and all the, hotels and bars and everything. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just put up the video of the Disney trip today.
You did, yes. If you would like to see our bourbon-soaked Disney shenanigans, the video is on the channel, so make sure you check that out.
It is out there.
I see we got some more people joining us. ADHD Whiskey is here. America, sir.
America.
And Recycle Dude is here as well. Cheers, Recycle Dude. It's great to see you. How you doing tonight?
I have not seen Recycle Dude in a while. We've been kind of busy and crazy.
I know. We keep crossing paths.
I know.
It's kind of hard to make this happen sometimes, but I'm glad you're here on a Monday night. And
awesome.
let me talk about what really matters right now, and that would be bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all, I'm drinking something really, it's a really different, interesting bourbon. It's from Barrel, and they are a kind of, I guess they're a blending distillery of sorts. They take all sorts of fancy bourbons and blend them together into these specialty releases. This is batch number 22. It was their last release for 2019, and initially, I have to admit, I wasn't a huge fan of it. Like my first sip, I found it a little dry, but the more I'm drinking it, the more really interesting this is. Now, this is a blend of 4 barrels. They're each 5 years old, and it's a blend of Kentucky bourbon and Indiana bourbon. So you get this really kind of interesting profile. It's sweet, but it's also spicy and dry, and it has almost this root beer meets absinthe flavor.
I don't get the absinthe in there, but I definitely get the root beer.
See, I really feel like if you taste it like in the back of your mouth, you get kind of that little like herbally sort of flavor.
It usually doesn't even make it to the back of my mouth. It just goes right from tongue to stomach.
Tongue to liver. That's sexy right there. Hashtag tongue deliver.
Tongue deliver.
Oh.
Boy, let's not make that a thing.
No, that would be really deep and gross. I will say this is 116 proof, so it really
It's
has
high.
that
Ooh.
potent sort of flavor, but it's still smooth. I mean, I'm drinking mine neat, so it's not too hot.
Yeah, same here. Seems to have pretty good legs on the glass.
It is,
I'm digging it.
yeah, it's oily and a little dry at the same time.
Yeah,
What do you know?
I love it.
I know. It took me a little while to kind of appreciate it, but now that I'm kind of knocking it back a little bit more fluidly, I'm really digging it.
Yeah, it's. I see that Wes says he can't drink brown liquor anymore because it makes him sick to his stomach. Some people have that reaction to either bourbons,
Yeah,
whiskey,
it's
scotches.
the grains. It's usually like the wheat or the corn.
Might have a reaction to it.
The
Yeah.
glutens and all of that. And yeah, oily. A really nice sort of aged bourbon will give you a little bit of an oily trail in the glass. So it's not thin, it's a little bit more viscous. Just really fun to drink.
It's awesome. I will take 2 more bottles of this stuff.
So what do you say we remind people what they're watching? This is Bourbon Soaked Live. And if you like what you are watching, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with all of your friends so that everybody can, join us on Monday nights at 7 p.m. and hang out and drink with us and share all of your crazy stories. And I know I'm hoping tonight we get some good ones because we're going to be talking about, love lost, bad breakups, hated romantic comedies. So I'm hoping we're going to get some good stories out of this.
Well, I know that you have a bunch. I'll add color when necessary.
I see Blended Whiskey has stopped by, and if we can really quick shoot on over to Bourbon Soak Live, the hashtag, because Blended
Sure.
Whiskey's here, and I'd love for him to let us know what he's at right now because he is traveling. And
Okay.
y'all,
You
he's
ready
got good
for it?
stuff. Bring it on up. So hashtag Bourbon Soaked Live is our way of getting to know each other. Take a photo of yourself watching the show, post it to the Twitters using hashtag Bourbon Soaked Live, and we'll share it on the show, and we can all, kind of get to know each other and say hello. And Blended Whiskey is our man about town, who is just traveling all over the world. He is in Cozumel, Mexico, on a cruise right now. You're living the life. I love it. And I don't know if you saw a comment I left for you on the Twitters, but I'm telling you, you need to meet up with us in Fiji in April, sir.
Yes. If you can get to Fiji in April, it would be awesome.
Wouldn't it, though? I mean, let's all party in Fiji. What do you say?
He seems to have that big global passport, so I'm guessing that, these guys like to travel like we do.
Right. Oh, hey, look, we've got more
wow.
people hanging out and watching us. I love it.
Absolutely. Here's
And seriously, Blended Whiskey, you are the man. I love it.
Yeah, there's another great picture of him and his girl. The party's over.
We'll be making waves in a no-wake zone.
Nice.
I love that song.
Nice. And then we
I
have
see our
here
friend
Wes.
Wes is hanging out with us.
Let's see, what do we got here? He's got the Bourbon Soak Live.
Nice. Well done. And you're drinking, is that, I can't quite make it out. I'm assuming it's vodka.
He cannot do the brown liquids.
He's not doing the brown liquids, so I'm assuming it's vodka.
He's a big vodka guy.
Well, I don't blame him. Vodka's a good thing.
Yeah. Awesome.
And did I see Container Man up there?
You certainly did.
Did. Oh, it's our favorite Container Man.
Look at that. He's got
Cheers
his nice
to you,
Coors Light.
sir. Well done.
Perfect.
Are you on the road tonight, Container Man? Where are you headed? Oh, good. Wes has confirmed he was drinking vodka.
Yeah, it says, what's that, Odessa?
Odessa. I'm not familiar with that.
Neither am I.
Oh, hey, look, we've got a whole bunch of people joining us. I saw Jimmy C. and friends just stepped in. Stacy Morgan is here, who hit that
Stacey
like
Morgan.
button. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And by the way, Stacy, Juliette doesn't know the surprise that you're cooking up, so I'm kind of keeping that on the down low.
Surprise?
But, yeah, there's a little surprise.
I have a surprise?
Well, don't worry about it.
I like surprises. I must know more.
No. So I'll just tell you that Stacy is one of the most talented guys that I know out there on YouTube. He put together something really, really cool, and I
Oh.
think you're gonna dig it.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Thank you, Stacy, and my guy for cooking up some fun little
It's all
surprise for
Stacy.
me.
I can't take
Wow.
any credit for it.
Well, all right. So we have been looking at hashtag Bourbon Soak Live on Twitter. If you want to snap a photo of yourself, post it to the Twitters using the hashtag, and we can all get to know each other a little bit better.
Yep.
I see Gemma has joined us. Gemma, cheers to you. Thanks for being here with us.
Texas Radio Comedy's here.
Excellent. And Richie Z is here as well. And I see Will has joined us. And Will, is Ginger here as well, or is she standing me up tonight? Mm.
And Texas Radio, you have to change your name because you no longer live in Texas. So that's not allowed.
I see that Roger Wakefield wants to know how I learned so much about bourbon. And it's really just been a delightful
Practice.
process of trial and error.
Buy a bottle, drink a bottle,
Yeah, I mean, that's what I tell people is that, if you, and this applies to anything, whether it's bourbon or food or, art or music or whatever, just find something that you enjoy and then go backwards. For me, with music especially, if there was a band that I liked, I would find out who they listened to and then listen to them. And then find out who they listen to and listen to them. And the same goes with bourbon. I meet someone who has great taste in bourbon. I find out what they like, and then I drink that, and then I, kind of work my way around.
And there's amazing bourbon whiskey community out here on YouTube that we watch a lot of their channels.
And
ADHD.
Speaking of, the Mash and Drum
I saw
here.
Jason's here.
Who is listening to Def Leppard. Wow, nice choice. And very apropos, considering we're calling tonight's show Love Bites.
Wait a minute. If you're listening to Def Leppard, you wouldn't be pouring whiskey, you'd be pouring sugar, right? Hello? Is this thing on?
Let's all pause for a moment to acknowledge the
car crash.
car crash. Cheryl Blizzin has joined us, and she and Steve are drinking Bloody Marys. Very nice.
Bloodies on a Monday night. I
Wow,
like that.
nice. And I see Margot Donahue is here as well. Cheers to you, Margot. Thanks for stopping by. Wow. Well, what do you say? We've got the gang here, it looks
Absolutely.
like. I think it's time for us to start talking about how much love bites. And I say this with full respect to my man, of course.
Huh.
I love being in love with my guy, but let's face it, you all don't care about the fact that we love each other.
No.
Nobody does.
No.
Nobody wants to hear the good shit.
Not even my mother, and she's dead.
Exactly. So instead, now that Valentine's Day is over, I wanted to talk a little bit about all of those shitty relationship stories that we have. And y'all know I have like thousands of them. So we're going to be talking about bad breakups, bad partners, to kick
Breakup
things off.
songs, yeah.
I think we need to talk about romantic comedies because there's no worse way to, one, kind of see what love is all about, but two, also feel terrible about yourself.
The whole rom-com thing, I mean, there's some good ones out there. Don't get me wrong. There's a few that I like, right? A handful.
Well, there's a certain sort of criteria, I think, that a romantic comedy has to be good.
Yeah. How about be funny?
Well, it has to be funny, absolutely. It has to be reasonably relatable, I think, or at the very least charming in its romance.
You see, I find that most chick flicks, and let's just call them that, that's what they really are.
Chick flicks.
That out of every maybe 20,
There's one good one.
Is halfway decent.
Me personally, I like the ones from the 80s. I'm a big fan of like Valley Girl. And all the John Hughes movies, 16 Candles, although those aren't even really rom-coms. They're more just teenage love stories. Personally, I think the romantic comedy that I hate the most in this world, like the one that just makes me so stabby, it's terrifying.
What's that?
Sleepless in Seattle.
See, I didn't mind that too much.
I thought I knew you.
I guess not.
Wow.
But, Tom Hanks can do me no wrong. I gotta say, I'm a
Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan can suck it.
Meg Ryan. Well, she was good in the rom-com with Billy Crystal.
When Harry Met Sally. Now
Yes.
that's fine. That's
right,
that
then cut her
is a
some
romantic
slack.
comedy that is done well because it's written well. You know, it's got a great storyline. It's funny. It's sarcastic, and it feels reasonably real. You know, you get what's going on because we've all kind of been in that position where we go back and forth.
Well, WTF Mike is here, and I'm
Oh,
sure that he
yay.
is an expert on chick flicks.
Oh,
So
I would love to hear what he has to say. I see that Zach Sanford is here. Cheers to you. Thanks for being here. Jerry is here. Excellent. Dave Larson is here. Cheers to y'all. We are talking right now about
chick flicks, the worst flicks of the world.
the worst chick flicks ever. And Jenny has joined us as well. She is our badass mod who keeps y'all in line and who also
Keeps
shares
us in
out
line.
important things like ways to buy me a drink. And I see Wes is calling out the movie Secretary.
Secretary, do we know that one?
We do. Well, I do. I don't know if you do.
I don't know if I do.
It has James Spader and that quirky chick. I can't think of her name. It's kind of like a BDSM fairy tale in a way.
No, I never saw it.
I actually have the DVD if you ever want to watch it.
Pass.
It's not,
Hard pass.
personally speaking, I don't think it's very good. I thought the ending of it was terrible. I thought it was cliched. And as much as I love James Spader, no,
No.
I don't
Big hard no.
buy him in that role at all. Gemma has posted her photo to Bourbon Soak Live. Gemma, we will get to it a little bit later on in the show, but I promise you we will definitely put it up.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thanks for sending that. Very cool. Yeah, if anyone else wants to send their picture, whether it's with a cocktail or not, just type in
Hashtag.
Bourbon Soaked Live
Exactly.
on the Twitters.
Like me, bourbon soaked.
Yeah, because Facebook can just go suck it.
So the whole Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan thing, I need somebody to weigh in on this for me. I can't be the only one who thinks that they are the most disturbingly cliched couple in a movie ever.
Didn't they do a second one too
Yeah,
after that?
they did. You've Got Mail.
That's right. That
Which-
one was awful.
Okay, here's
Oh, are you going to flip on me?
No, I'm not. I think the movie is terrible. It's
Okay.
fucking horrible. It is a remake of a classic movie called The Shop Around the Corner. And that is a lovely black and white comedy. Mash and Drum is calling out Notting Hill for a rom-com.
That one wasn't bad. That was with what's his
Hugh Grant
Hugh
and
Grant
Julia
and Julia
Roberts.
Roberts. Right. Julia Roberts drives me insane, but I think he's pretty good. He's not
You
bad.
know, I like Hugh Grant. I won't smash Notting Hill. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. And in that same respect, there's Bridget Jones's Diary.
Ugh.
Yes.
All right. That I'm done with.
Oof.
And then Bridget Jones has a baby.
There were three of them.
Yeah.
There was,
What was it?
the baby one was the third.
Ugh.
And it's just really hard to watch Renee Zellweger as Bridget
On
Jones.
film?
Yeah. I don't mind her. She's fine. I just didn't.
Gemma says Hugh Grant is
It's
awful. I love it.
Well said.
Lisa from the Ladies and Gentlemen of the Round Table's
Oh,
here.
well, hello. Thanks for being here. Right now, we are talking about the romantic comedies we like the least. And
Oh, that's a long list, man.
Hugh Grant is getting kicked in the face right now.
I will say my favorite one
Tell
is
me.
Midnight in Paris.
I don't classify Midnight in Paris as a romantic comedy.
What do you classify it as?
I
Just
think
a
it's,
romantic?
I think it's just a
I
romantic.
think it's not
It's not even a romance, really. It's more of a
overtly
fantasy.
kind of a comedy. I see that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think
take it
for the
back.
rom-com, you have more of the structured boy meets girl, or boy meets boy, or girl meets girl, whatever it is. Couple meets, they encounter a problem, it all falls apart, and then they come together at the end.
The formula, just the tropes they use, it's just.
Well, and that is
I
why
can't even deal with it.
I hate the movie Love Actually.
Well, you know what they need in that movie? 90 more actors.
They need a flamethrower. And Mash and Drum is calling out the movie Moonstruck. Oh, Cher.
Oh, wow.
Oh, please. There's somebody who
Didn't she win it, or was it at least up for an Academy Award, or did she win it?
She won?
I think she did. Yeah, for that. And that movie stunk on ice.
It was just so overacted, and that's my problem with Cher in general.
Wes says Lost in Translation. I could not get through that one, and I love Bill Murray, and I just could not get through that movie.
These quirky sort of comedies.
It's the Wes Anderson
I
movies.
hate Wes Anderson movies.
I don't think that was one of them, now that I think about it. No, I don't think that was a Wes Anderson movie.
Seems like one.
It almost plays out like one, yes, but... yeah, not so much.
Richie Z is calling out Renee Zellweger in the movie Empire Records.
That's different.
A different kind of movie. I actually like Empire Records. One, because I like Liv Tyler. I think she's just a sweetheart and adorable. And she was amazing in That Thing You Do, which is a romantic comedy with a musical twist that I like.
See, now Lisa calls out from Ladies and Gentlemen of the Round Table. She calls out two movies that I actually do dig that are considered chick flicks.
I see. Pretty Woman and Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I can watch both of those.
Both
I'll
good
have to have a
calls.
couple of cocktails in me, but, I can get through both of those.
Well, I can get through anything with Patrick Swayze.
Well, that's true. Well, you really don't. You have to pause it halfway through, and then you come back to it. But, yeah, I get it.
I mean, it's a process of watching him, of course.
Right.
But especially Roadhouse. He's awesome in Roadhouse.
Roadhouse is a guilty pleasure.
But... focusing on Dirty Dancing, the rom-com, that's actually one of those movies that has something a little bit special about it. And I don't know if it's the time that it came out.
Is it the abortion?
I think it was the abortion.
Okay.
Yeah, that really
That was
is
the
what
special
makes
piece?
the sweetheart come out in
Okay.
this
Yeah.
movie.
Lots of character.
It's just such a feel-good movie.
And accepting the Academy Award for Dirty Dancing is The Coat Hanger.
Really?
I just thought that
Really?
part of the movie was really stupid.
The problem with it is that it feels so out of place. I mean, they needed a conflict in there, but the way that it's scripted and the way that it's presented in the movie is really tacky.
Yeah, I agree.
It is. It is. See, we've got a lot of love for Dirty Dancing. Everybody loves this movie.
Oh, and Sofia Coppola directed Lost in
Lost in
Translation. Thank you, Cheryl. That's right. I completely forgot. That was her first movie I think she directed.
No, Virgin Suicides was.
Oh, see? I just say stuff like I really think it's true.
I know, and you think I'm going to believe you because I normally believe everything that you say.
Right.
No, and as I was saying, these quirky movies, especially the ones that are coming out now, and I can't even think of the names of them, but they're so obnoxious, like these millennial movies.
Oh, boy.
I can't.
Well, we're a couple of get off our lawn kind of people, though.
I know, we're old and cranky and just really not tolerant of a lot.
Yeah, we're just going to get a whole bunch of okay boomers in the chat. I get it.
I get it. But moving right along, what do you say we shake things up a little bit and talk about the best breakup song? Because there needs to be something to really
How do you
commemorate.
categorize a breakup song? Is it just something that you listen to after you've been broken up or broken up with? Or how do you categorize a breakup song?
Well, for me personally, and I wish the song had been around when I was breaking up with people, but my example would be Carrie Underwood and Before He Cheats.
Mm-hmm.
Because she goes batshit crazy on a guy who cheated on her. I mean, and the lyrics are, I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, carved my name into his leather seats, slashed a hole in all four tires. I mean, it's,
That Carrie chick sounds stable.
She sounds like a badass. And that is a hell of a song to just own the fact that somebody wronged you.
Oh, you just got a happy birthday from Bobby Blaze.
Bobby Blaze is here. Oh, my favorite man. That's awesome. Cheers to you, Bobby. Thanks for being here. I see that Mash and Drum is asking, given your hatred for Bridget Jones's Diary, which is warranted, what's your take on Jerry Maguire? Fuck that movie.
Oh, I like it. See,
I hate that movie.
It's... I like Jay Moore in it, actually. I liked his character the best.
I'm so just not a Jay Moore fan.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just
never
not.
have been.
He bugs me. And I see that Ginger is back. Yay, Ginger, you didn't stand me up. She is back, and she says the best breakup song for her would be anything metal, like Pantera. And yeah, I get it.
Pantera. Anything angry and moody like
Yeah,
that.
angry and something that you can just like beat the shit out of something too.
I don't know if I've ever had like a song that I ever once either I broke up with someone or someone broke up with me that I just like listened to or that
That
I
you
would
got your
play.
rage out to?
Yeah.
Well, okay, the reverse of that then,
Hmm.
did you have a song that was particular to a relationship that you listened to after you broke up?
Oh, I did. I was such a sap, especially when I was in grade school. Oh my God.
Oh
Eighth
no.
grade. This girl named Linda. Here, hold on. I'm gonna set the mood.
Let me break out my tiny violin. Hang on.
I'm gonna break up. Let me turn the lights down, dim them a little bit.
No. All right, let me get a candle going.
So Linda and I had an awesome song, which is "Babe" by Styx.
Ugh. Oh, excuse me, I need to vomit for a moment here.
It was so sappy and so. Oh, when she did break up with me, I was pretty. I couldn't listen to that song anymore.
Oh, it ruined the song.
It ruined the song, which thankfully it did because that song actually does suck.
I see Richie Z has called out the perfect song, which would be I Hate Myself for Loving You by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Yes. And Mash and Drum is also calling out Ugly Kid Joe's I Hate Everything About You. Another
Good call.
Good call.
Wait,
And,
Wes says anything Grindcore.
well, yeah, I
And
mean,
then,
that'll just rattle the roof right off.
Tony, welcome, by the way. Tony from Viewed This says,
Hi,
I
Tony.
live in my sister's basement. I don't know if that's a statement or a song.
I know, is he just alerting us to the fact that he's living in his sister's basement?
Or that she won't let him out. I don't know. Ain't Love a Bitch by Rod Stewart. I have to go back to that one. I don't remember that song.
That's not, like, coming to me.
No, I'll have to go
Dig
back
that
to that
up.
one.
Well, I'll call out another one, and that would be Fuck You by CeeLo Green.
Yes. Yes. Matter of fact, well, you tell the story, go ahead.
Well, so here's how wacky our wedding was. A friend of ours who's a brilliant musician and plays with a million bands that you probably know, he came up on stage with the band that we'd hired and sang Fuck You for all of our wedding guests.
And he sang the original lyrics.
And-
he didn't, change it.
It was amazing. And I mean, truly, if there's a great song to like really just embrace how much you hate someone, it is that song.
How much more can you say than just fuck you?
Isn't that satisfying?
It is. It's got everything. The hard K.
Yes, like there are fewer...
You get to point at the person when you say you.
Yes, the F, the K, and the pointing.
It's got it all.
Wow. Yeah, it might be the most perfect word. Fuck.
What is Massive Attack? Angel is my sex song. I don't know what that is either. Oh, I Hate Myself for Loving You by Joan Jett.
I called that one out.
Oh, did you?
That's a good one.
Oh, I saw that Ugly Kid Joe. Yes. Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to dig up that Rod Stewart song. I'm fixated on it right now. I'm trying to do a total recall, and it's not coming to me.
Yeah. We'll look it up on YouTube later.
All right, Cheryl.
Yeah. We have homework now.
Yeah, you gave us homework. I thank you, I guess. But now, Massive Attack. Y'all are gonna have to tell me who Massive Attack is. I'm not familiar.
Yeah. I never heard of Massive Attack.
I'm assuming it's angry and thumping.
Oh, Wes says, I will. I think he meant to say survive. I will survive.
Oh yeah, Gloria
Gloria
Gaynor.
Gaynor.
Yes, yeah.
I guess that's a good post-breakup song,
Well,
right?
yeah, it's one of those "I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar" songs, I suppose.
Right. Which is what I like to listen to when you're not around.
"I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar" songs.
Yes.
Why?
Because.
I can't leave you alone for a minute, can I?
No, you can't.
You're like a monkey. So I think it's time that now that we've gotten out all of our, rage at these stupid romantic comedies and these shitty songs and everything, I think we really need to dive in now on what inspired our hatred of them all and talk about our worst relationships ever.
Wow. There's a whole line of people that I could think of in worse relationships, but go ahead, kick it off.
Wow. So I don't even know where to begin. I had so many bad ones. I will tell you about this one guy that I actually talked about in the recent episode of the podcast. This guy was a maniac. I call him the informant because he literally sold his secrets to tabloids, and he kind of acted as a little bit of a personal investigator for the music scene in Los Angeles. And it turns out,
Is that even a thing?
yeah, particularly with groupies who want to know if the rock star that they're dating is fucking anybody, they would go to him and he'd dig up dirt on the guy because he was connected to everybody.
Okay.
And so he and I were together, and I was fucking around with other people, and he would hack into my voicemail, hear voicemail messages that other people had left for me, and then sell me out to other people. And one girl in particular actually came to the apartment and punched me for dating her boyfriend.
Yeah, didn't she take the shirt of his too?
I took the shirt. He'd left the shirt at the house.
But then she took it back.
Well, she wanted to take it back. She was like trying to tug it off me because I happened to be wearing it when she answered the door.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
Wait, Carly, the woman that cost me $900 that I left in an Olive Garden because she took a phone call during dinner.
How do you spend $900 at an Olive Garden?
Wow, what'd you do? Buy the place?
I mean, the noodles cost 35 cents.
Wow, woman that cost me $900 at a. Well, all he said was that
They don't even have wine that
it was
expensive.
a woman that cost him $900. He didn't say that he spent that on.
Okay, so then did she break something? Did you break
she
something?
She must have.
I mean, I gotta know the tally here.
Yeah.
I need a
Where'd
receipt.
that $900 come from?
Yeah.
What'd you spend on her that cost $900?
Because there's no way in fucking hell that you spent that
I'm
on
hoping
pasta.
it's a latex suit. That would be sexy.
I used to date this one guy who was so irrationally jealous that he would follow me to my hair salon to make sure that I wasn't enjoying getting my shampoo too much.
That's just psychopathic.
Isn't that psychopathic? I mean, what is wrong with people? I don't understand that whole jealousy thing. Like, I've dated so many people who were insanely jealous. I mean, guys and chicks.
Yeah.
And they would go to obscene lengths, to try and catch me doing something. And for the most part, I wasn't.
For the most part. That's why they were looking up on you. It's that whole thing where you say, for the most part.
Okay, back then, I wasn't the most faithful or good of a partner. But, that being said, when I told someone that I was committed to them, I was.
Right.
I never once told somebody that.
Hey, wait, you never told... Wait, hold on a second.
Really? My saying I do, that didn't signify... That didn't, like, seal it in for you?
Well, I guess. Hold on, I got to check my paperwork.
Yeah, all right. You look up that marriage license and see what it says. Jimmy C says, for the most part, I was almost loyal. See, that's a solid
that's
statement.
something. That's something.
Most part.
For the most part. Hey, when she wasn't looking, I was the best boyfriend ever.
Okay, so I have to acknowledge, of course, that if we're talking about shitty relationships, I'm sure there are dozens of people out there in the world who are probably going to say, well, Juliette was my shittiest relationship ever.
Yeah.
Because
I think we've all gone through that, where you're kind of the person who was not the best partner on both sides.
Absolutely.
Right?
Because no relationship ever, runs the same way over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen of the round table says she was the dumb one that stayed loyal. Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I never had a girl that I know about cheat on me. That I know.
You are very lucky.
I don't know if I'm lucky or I'm just a complete moron that didn't see it. I'm rethinking my stance here.
Bobby Blaze says blowjobs don't count. Just to clarify.
That's right.
He's 100% right. Ginger says, I would say the worst relationship was the guy before my guy now. He was just a fucking asshole for many reasons. When I went to break up with him, he was breaking up with me. That timing is everything. Don't you just wish you'd gotten in like a day sooner so that you could have that satisfaction of saying fuck you first?
Is that important for closure? I don't know.
Well, it's important for morale. It is. I mean, truly, if you're in that kind of relationship and you know you're both going in that direction, you want to be the one to get it in first.
Right.
Because then you can say, I broke up with that person. Which
get
has
that.
far more strength than saying, well, they broke up with me.
I get that. I think the worst relationship I had was that girl that I dated that her parents had that equestrian farm.
Oh, the horse chick.
Yeah, the horse chick. Joni. Oh my God, I can't believe I still remember her name.
Look at you.
Yeah. Yeah, she was the worst because she was so demanding because her family had money, so she thought that could wield her power over me.
Didn't you buy her a whole bunch of like horse gear?
Yeah, I bought her, it's just like accessory kind of stuff. I didn't like buy her like a $3,000 saddle or anything, but
Right.
it was a whole bunch of stuff. She needed a new bit at one point, so I got a bit for the horse, and there was this new leather stuff, right? So I got her a whole bunch of different
Sure,
accessories.
this was for a horse.
Wait a minute. I only wore it on Thursdays.
Ginger is following up. She's saying, he was fucking crying. I laughed. He told me there were several reasons he wanted to break up, and she just laughed. What guy breaks up with you and cries?
Yeah, that's what I like to call ungood.
I mean, I suppose it depends on the reason why he is breaking up with you. I mean, if you did something truly heinous, and you really like hurt the guy, I get it. But if you've only been together for a couple of weeks or months and there isn't really anything invested in there, then that's just
Yeah, then go screw yourself.
awkward.
Right. This one, high school, wanted me to stop drinking Jack so much. I said to her, hon, the bottle will be here when you aren't. Well, there's that.
Yes.
That almost sounds a little sad now that I think about it.
Yeah, that's actually not as powerful of a statement as you might think.
But I bet you that it really made her think about it.
Viewed this says, I broke up with
Twinkies once,
Twinkies
but we're
once.
dating again.
Oh, you got to kick the Twinkies to the curb. Move on to the ho-hos.
Yeah, me and Ho-Hos go way back.
Who doesn't love a good ho-ho?
On the side.
Yeah. I got a whole box of them behind me right now.
I think you probably do.
So I think we've already kind of started to cover this a little bit, but so you've got this horrible relationship and it's got to come to an end. So I want to know about how you did it. I want to know those horror stories. Tell me about how it happened, because I'll tell you, this one time I went to a guy's house with cake and I threw it at a wall. That was the end of our relationship, and it did not go very well after that. He wanted me to pay for the paint that I ruined and all of it.
I really sucked at breaking up. When I knew it was over, I was that guy that would ghost a chick.
Ghosting is so
I would.
easy.
I know. It
And
was just
chicken
easier.
Shit.
Well, it wasn't like it was long-term relationships or anything. It was just, girls that you would casually date or that it really wasn't going anywhere.
I am so glad that
I would totally ghost them.
stopped dating in the age of social media.
Well, yeah, nowadays it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Just the fact that they're always there. I mean, I had enough problems, dating musicians because they never went away. I'd hear their songs on the fucking radio. I'd see them on MTV. They were always there. The beauty of dating somebody who wasn't, a musician was that I could kick them to the curb and know that, I'd never see them again.
Right. They'd either go on tour or they'd be out of town, that kind of stuff. And guys really, do they really care as much if it's casual? Do you know what I mean?
Well, it depends on, what's going into it.
I guess. Yeah, I guess it's all about time and what you put into it. But I see that Wendell Live is here.
I see that, Wendell Live. Thanks for being here. Richie Z said up in the chat that I think it's just finding compatibility and physical attraction, but that's easier said than done. Yeah.
That's true. She can't smell like hot garbage
Or chicken soup.
or chicken soup.
You really don't want somebody who smells like soup.
Only old people smell like soup.
Jimmy C says, I left a chick I was with for 4 years. All I did was pack my car and drive back to New Hampshire from Atlanta. She called 2 days later wondering where I was. Okay, so did you wonder why it took her 2 days to call you back and figure out?
Okay, now Tony's got, he says, the worst breakup that didn't happen story. All right, I got to hear
Well,
that.
I need to hear more of this.
Yeah. You got to throw that in the chat there, Tony.
I'll tell you, I was dating this one guy, and to break up with him, I made him a kind of going away feast that he wasn't anticipating. He was just a dick in all respects, and he was constantly just slamming things and telling me I was doing them wrong. So I made something perfect for him. Made him a going away dinner because he was about to go on tour. I made him ravioli, and I filled it with cat food.
Oh, that's right. You told me that story.
Yeah, I filled his ravioli with cat food, covered it with a lovely Alfredo sauce, made him eat it all, and then he left for tour, and I broke up with him via email.
I broke up with a girl in, it was, oh God, this is freshman year of high school. So it's really not breaking up. I mean, you're young kids. It's not all that serious. Right. But I took her into the kitchen and I broke up with her there. And I heard her mother weep in the living room next door. She was listening in.
Over the fact that you broke up with the chick?
With her daughter. Yeah. She was crying in the living room.
Are you sure you weren't like breaking up with the mom at the same time?
That's what it
too?
sure seemed like at the time.
Weird.
Because she took it harder than the girl I was actually dating. Yes.
I've had that happen, or I had a guy break up with me, but still want to be friends with my dad.
Yeah, that's weird.
And my dad was about to kill this guy because
wasn't he that tech guy?
he was.
Yeah. You told me about that guy.
Yeah. He'd sent me this email all whiny, like, I can't understand, why, you wouldn't want to, help me out. I'm trying to build my business. And even though we weren't, a compatible relationship, I think I should still be able to be friends with your dad. And he copied my dad on this email like a dummy. And my dad sent him this scathing reply that essentially said he would slice his balls off and feed them to him before he would ever have anything to do with a person who'd hurt his daughter.
There you go.
Yes.
Hey, I see Jerry.
Jerry's here.
Jerry's here.
Yes, Jerry. We are talking about the fact that love bites. So we're sharing all of our horrible stories about relationships and breakups and all of that fun stuff.
Jerry is a massive asshole. He's got to have some great breakup stories.
Did you just call Jerry an asshole?
I mean, in the best of ways. I love the guy.
He's delightful.
He is the best guy. Hanging out with Jerry is one of the funnest things I think I've ever done. But
could you scroll down on the chat for me, please?
Oh, you want to see down? Okay. Hold, please.
There we go. There's a whole lot of stuff I
a whole bunch of stuff we're missing here.
All right, what have we got? I got to catch up here.
Lottery of Life is here.
And yes, Jerry, I'll address your comment. Because we couldn't broadcast last week, we thought, well, hell, Valentine's Day is over. Let's, catch up on the stuff that people really want to talk about, because nobody gives a shit about love stories.
Yeah.
Hate stories. That's the good shit. So Viewed This as saying, I will do the full version on the Squirrel Channel. Here's the short. Got in a fight with this girl I was dating over the phone. I was done with this girl and fed up. I tried calling back to end it. She left her cousin's house in the city, so I figured I'd go over and break up with her later. There were no cell phones back then. I need you to scroll down for me.
Yep, got it right there.
An hour later, her mom calls. She got into a car accident and smashed both of her legs.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Well, that's a bummer.
I had shaved my head bald because I always wanted to, and she says, I better not.
If you could show Elder's comment, best asshole extraordinaire technique is just never call again.
That's me. Ghost him.
That's such a shitty move, though. I mean,
not for serious relationships.
You don't have to give them a reason. All you have to do is just say, I'm out.
It's not. It's not me. It's you.
It's true though. I mean, it's you owe them the courtesy of doing that. If you could be with a person for a couple of dates, if you could fuck a person, the least you can do is say, "I'm sorry, I'm out."
Oh wait, there's more to the story from Tony.
Oh, okay. So he showed up at the hospital bald with her screaming and throwing things. She refused to go to physical therapy or get up and walk, although her doctor told her to. She sounds like a treat.
Wow.
So was she nuts from the start, or did this just come out after the
The
breakup?
car accident made her nuts.
Elder says, "I'm out." They argue. It's not your responsibility to argue the point. All you have to do is say, "Done," click, and that's it. That's where your responsibility ends.
And Jerry says, "Jules, it sounds like you're saying squirrel instead of girl."
What?
I don't know where that's coming from.
What is your point?
Container Man, read his.
I found out today that I have a tear in my left meniscus. It doesn't hurt bad, but everyone is saying that it's bad. It doesn't hurt that bad.
Oh,
That sounds bad.
yeah. Sorry you're
Bummer.
going through that, man. I don't know the meniscus. Where is the meniscus?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I don't know. My suggestion would be to have some bourbon, but that's probably not sound medical advice.
Dip your balls in bourbon. Everything feels better.
That sounds burny.
I never tried it.
I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, aftershave on your face is alcohol.
Tony says she was nuts. Yeah, she sounds a little batshit nuts.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. She sounds insane.
I love that.
Oh, New Orleans girl is here. Cheers to you. Thanks for stopping by tonight. We're talking relationship horror stories, and well, hey, you and I are going to be neighbors in the next couple of months. So,
Just speaking of horrors, having you as a neighbor.
Shushy. We make delightful neighbors.
Actually, we do.
We are.
We're very respectful neighbors.
Elder once told a girl her eye looked glassy and tearful, and it was actually a glass eye.
Whoops.
Oops.
Oh boy.
That's a problem. I don't think I've ever. Oh, I did once. This is sort of similar, and this isn't a relationship story, but I did once do something similar to that. I was walking into one of those Halloween superstores, and there was this little character that was kind of wearing like this top hat thing and just looked kind of wonky. And I'm just weird. I patted on the head, and it turned out it was an actual human being.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird. Oh, everyone's saying that it's the knee.
The knee.
The knee.
Oh,
Yes.
ouch. That's
and
a problem.
Container Man says that it pops out when he walks.
Ooh.
That's problematic.
Ooh, ouch. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
That's
just
a bummer.
Yeah, don't walk on it then. Doctor tell you to stay off it, or you probably haven't even seen a doctor yet. You're probably on the road. Oh, actually, I saw that you put out a video that you were in St. Louis, so I know you're on the road. So there's no seeing doctors there.
Wow. Well, I hope there's like a recovery process that isn't too tedious. I hope that works out for you, sir.
And Bobby Blaze says, "I'll keep an eye out for you."
Ba-dum-bum.
The good old Sammy Davis joke.
Very well played. I like that. So I know Gemma posted a photo in Bourbon Soak Live. What do you say we
Absolutely.
take a trip on over to the Twitters and see what's going on with hashtag Bourbon Soaked Live? This is our little way of getting to know each other. Snap a photo of yourself watching the show, post it to Twitter using the hashtag, and this way we can all kind of, see each other and see what's going on and become all friendly
See
and
if I missed
close
anything.
and
Nope.
everything.
There we go. And there's Gemma.
Oh, yay, Gemma. I know it's super late where you are, so thanks so much for staying up and hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you.
And then we have one more entry over here from our
Jimmy
good friend
C.
Jimmy C.
Drinking the devil's cut of Jim Beam. Very nice. I love it. Well, cheers. Thanks for sharing. Oh my God, look at his cap.
I didn't even notice that.
Wow, you are working the swag.
Nice.
I like it.
How did I miss that?
So thank you for sharing your pictures to Bourbon Soak Live. Post some more. Have at it. And we will get to them next episode. I see that Bayou Drums has joined us and says that my
Nice.
best friend was living with his fiancée and the sister moved in because she had no place to stay. He got busted banging the sister while the
course he did.
fiancé was at work. His shit was in the front lawn, as it should have been. That's just tacky.
Dad, you can't do that. You can't. You just can't.
No, you don't do that.
You want to. You really want to, but you can't.
You say that so full of earnest.
I never dated a girl where I thought her sister was hot. I got to be honest with you.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I've never dated a girl who had a hot sister either. And I wanted to.
Yeah.
I did. I tried.
Yeah.
But it's a rarity.
I can't think of one girl that I dated that had a hot sister. No. Nope. Didn't happen. They were all trolls.
Well, let's move on to our next topic because this is a little bit more fun. I know we've all done this. You break up, but you gotta go back for more. Come on, you know you've had that second round of, either hate sex or makeup sex or whatever it is.
Pity sex.
Pity sex. Booty calls. We all do it because familiar feels good. I've done it a million times. I would break up with a guy and...
Yeah, you were notorious for this.
I was, because I like familiarity. I like knowing people, and I like knowing what I'm in for with them. So if I had a great, chemistry with somebody, and, the mood was right, I'd absolutely go back for seconds.
I've done it a couple times, but it was a rare occasion that I would go back. One, the sex would have to be phenomenal to go back. And there were a lot, there was... Yeah.
Well, you had a lot of groupies, so...
Well, that you don't go back to a groupie. That's different.
See, Bayou Drums...
Those are one-offs.
I have to disagree with you. He says one serving of crazy is enough. No.
Well, I can deal with crazy on a one-off basis like that.
But that's the best part about going back for more, is you get that fix of crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and Container Man says, David, where's my package? I promise you, I have a package already set to the side here. I thought that I'd be able to get it out sooner. We've been traveling. It's been nuts, but I promise to get it out this week. Hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday, because I got to stop at the post office for something else.
You got to do shit tomorrow, so...
Yeah. I got to do a whole bunch of kind of errands.
You do.
So, yeah, I'll put your stuff in the mail tomorrow then, Roy.
Oh, my producer.
Hey, it's hard to get to the post office.
We're never here anymore. We're constantly on the road, and we've got a big project that we're working on with a production company out of New York. They're actually, I'm going to be doing a pilot of my podcast and my book, and it will hopefully be turned into an 8-episode series that we're going to shop around. We have some interest from a couple of streaming services that y'all might be familiar with. So it's a kind of crazy time here.
No
at the Rare
guarantees, but it is going to be nuts here for quite some time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bayou Drum says, when you move to New Orleans, we all need to meet up for drinks. Hell yes. Yeah. We will be sure to let you know when we're there.
We're going to be living right in the quarter.
Yeah. Well, just on the outskirts of the quarter and the Marigny.
Is it officially the Marigny?
It's not the Marigny. It's still the quarter, but it's like this
It's
borderline
right on the corner.
line.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the dividing line between
I know where
the
it's
two.
at. Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought we were on the quarter side, so you just confused me there
I'm
for a
sorry.
moment.
Yeah. The Marigny is actually closer, but it's just technicalities.
Got it. As long as I know where I'm living, that's all that matters.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the round table says, my favorite kind of sex is makeup sex or drunk sex. I gotta say, I don't like drunk sex.
You don't like the drunk sex?
I really dislike drunk sex because I like good sex. And drunk sex is never
typically
good.
not good sex.
No, I mean, it takes everybody forever to fucking come. You're loose and kind of like, I don't know, it's just sloppy.
Well, there's a difference between having a couple cocktail sex.
Yes, no,
versus
buzzed sex.
Yes.
Buzz sex is awesome.
Drunk sex is just messy.
Yeah, it's just sloppy.
And
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants sloppy sex. You really don't.
Oh, I remember this one drunk sex. Lisa just brought this back. Thank you, Lisa, for jarring my memory on this
dear.
little nugget.
Oh, dear.
I slept with this girl, and we were both hammered, and she ended up peeing all over me. Yeah, that was a nice thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, and was she aware that this happened?
Nope.
Or
Nope. Passed out.
oh God.
Nope. Passed
Oh,
out.
that poor
And that was
girl.
after we had sex.
Wow.
Moments later, passed out, and then she peed on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like hardcore drunk.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's like blackout drunk.
Yeah, exactly. That's that. Oof. Ugh. Blah. I've never been with anybody while that drunk,
Yeah.
but I have had guys fall asleep on me.
Well, that's different.
That's always big fun. Fucking dicks. Although, to be fair, I have also fallen asleep on a couple of people too. So,
Well, okay. So you can't throw that out there, dicks, and then you've done the same thing.
it's different with me. I'm a girl.
Jerry wants to know, did you break up with the mad pisser? I wasn't even actually officially dating her. It was a one-night stand. Yeah, it was a girl I picked up at the bar. And boy, was that a mistake.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
I even took her to a motel. Thank God it wasn't my
Ew!
own bed.
Oh, you took her to a motel?
I did. That was really
Oh,
sleazy.
that is so sleazy.
Not even a hotel. It was a motel.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, it wasn't my bed.
Oh, yeah, but you still could have woken up with
I was one
scabies or-
shower and a car ride away from freedom. So who the hell cared?
That's horrible. Wow. Oh my God, this
Oh, America.
Wow, that thing's tight. That's what she said.
Oh, boy.
Jerry says, if you're not into pissing, why did you refuse Dave's offer to pee on you in Dallas?
I don't
What the hell is Jerry talking about?
I don't know. We hung out in Dallas, Jerry and I, but I never offered to pee on you.
Did Dave?
Maybe
you,
Dave
Dave,
did.
but the other
Oh,
Dave.
maybe the other Dave did. Yeah, that's a possibility.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. I see
He could
Mad
be into
Kiwi has joined us, and he's walked in on.
He walked in a whole bag of shit.
We are talking. Well, we've been talking about our worst breakups and relationships, and now we're talking about the fact that you can't just end it once. You gotta go back and get a little bit more punishment before you're really ready to call it quits.
And the asterisk to that is that sometimes you get peed on.
Yes, and then there's the drunk sex, which admittedly you kind of have to be in a lot of these occasions to go
Right.
back and be with somebody. Cruiser Mac has also joined us as well. So
Cruiser Mac.
thanks so much for stopping by. I would love to hear your crazy breakup stories, your crazy,
Going back a
Going
second
back
time
a
to an
second
old
time, yeah.
flame.
Oh.
That never ends well. Even if it's just for casual sex, there's always that little hint that, like, oh, maybe we can give it another shot.
I know. And you know what? Well, it was terrible, like, if you were both doing it with that same intention. I know I was with a couple of guys where you'd go back and you'd, like, make it even into a date. Like, you'd get dinner, all under the guise of talking things out.
Oh, God, talking things out.
Yeah.
No, then you don't go back for that.
No, I learned that the hard way. There's
Yeah.
I mean, you break it off and then it's clean and you're done. You don't go
Yes.
back and try to, like, rehash everything.
Ugh. Let's talk things out. No, they sucked. We ended it. End of story.
But if they didn't suck, it's
Then
hard to
why
let-
did it end?
Well, because some people
There
are
was
assholes.
some reason, right? Either
Right.
that person was an asshole or
Right.
that you did something that was assholey.
I don't know if this, and I hate to be a traitor to all of womankind, but I feel like women are the ones who have the hardest time letting go because I broke up with a lot of women
I'd say that's true.
and they kept coming back. Like the guys would occasionally come back for a booty call and then it would be clean and done, but the chicks kept coming back for love.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Like oh my God, I dated this one chick. She was into Wicca. And
I remember that one.
she was hardcore into it and way more than I was comfortable. I mean, it's like being an atheist and dating, a hardcore, Catholic. And she just kind of, it wasn't a good relationship. I broke it off with her and she said, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you come with me to my friend's house and we're going to have like a little party thing. It'll be fine. Maybe we can just talk it out and, work things out a little bit. And I agreed, knowing full well that it was a bad idea. And I show up, and she's actually invited me to our wedding. In Wicca,
A Wicca wedding,
a
right?
Wicca wedding, it's called a hand fasting ceremony. And she has invited me to our hand fasting ceremony, completely unbeknownst to me, thinking that this was going to keep us together. And I'm sitting there in this circle with a bunch of other women, not really knowing what's going on. And then, the priestess stands up and she says, well, we're here today to, celebrate the joining of Juliette and this girl. And I look at her and I said, what are we doing? And she's like, oh, well, this will just join our spirits together, and it'll bond us, and it'll make us stronger to get through difficult times like this.
You're good at picking the batshit ones.
I go, are we getting married? And she says, well, it's not like a traditional marriage. And I said, oh, hell no. And you could see the smoke coming up from my gym shoes as I ran out of that room.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it was bad.
Did you see Biodrams?
The worst is when friends hook up and then there's that awkward tension between everyone the next time the group hangs out. Oh, God, that's the worst.
So true.
Well, it's especially bad when you date people in bands. Like more than one guy in a band.
Well, that causes tension.
Yeah, that was
in
bad.
the band. Yeah, you're like the Yoko Ono of metal.
I never broke up any bands, as far as I know.
Yeah. Well, and Jimmy said that that's why they're called X.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
They're called X for a reason.
Ginger says, I think that's just them being more into one person and not the other way around. Yeah, it's hard, when you can't get somebody on the same page as you. Containerman says, I went back to the ex one night and she let me fuck her in the back door.
Well,
really,
hey,
that's
well, if that's the first time that she did it, that's like entrapment.
That's exactly what that is. That is trying to suck you back in.
That's right.
Because she'll never do it again.
Never do it again. Mm-mm. If she didn't do it before she was an ex, that one time after, she's just like, yeah.
You're never getting that again.
I hope you ran from that one.
Yeah. Well, on that note, y'all, I think it's time that we start to wind down this insane conversation. I see Richie Z says he is still friends with several of his exes. I'll tell you, I'm not friends with any of my exes.
That blows me away.
For me personally, it's never been possible because, like I said, I constantly would go back for more. I had no ability to just be friends with somebody.
Yeah.
Just not me. Not me.
I get it.
If there was sex there, I can't get past it.
Yeah. I get it.
But what are you going to do? Sex is powerful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Turn down the lights. Okay. We're shutting this bad boy down.
And on that note, let's turn down the lights. So, y'all, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight on Bourbon Soaked Live. Every Monday, we get together at 7 p.m. Central Time to chat as though we are hanging out in a bar. We tell all of our deep, dark secrets. We drink bourbon and we get to know each other. It's a blast. I love hanging out with y'all so very much. So make sure if you like what you've seen, you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and tell all of your friends so we can all hang out and have great conversations together. Now, I want to remind y'all that The Unwritable Rant is my podcast. It comes out every Sunday, and I tell stories just like this, only a little bit more in a contained manner, a little bit more of a, point and conclusion versus drunken rambling. There's a new episode out right now. Oh, and I didn't tell y'all, so next Monday night, 7 p.m., we're going to be talking about what's cooking, so just run with that. But
and after that,
special treat. We're going to be doing an after show at 8 p.m. We're going to be joined by the folks at Pusha. Andrew and Xenia are going to be joining us, and we're going to be doing kind of a couples contest of sorts. It's going to be a little bit like the Honeymooners game.
no, Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the newlywed game.
Newlywed.
The
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
We're not
honeymooners.
newlyweds, but we're going to be challenging
Yes.
each other to a little bit of a how well do you know your partner quiz. So it should be a blast.
Oh, we have Shape coming in here.
The Shape just joined us.
Smash the like button.
Yay,
Thank you, sir.
I love you, Shape. Thanks for being here. Remember, Mondays, 7 p.m. and next Monday at 8 p.m. Pusha's going to be joining us.
We're doing both 7 and 8 next Monday.
It's going to be a long night, so I hope
Yes.
y'all will stick with us because it's going to be an absolute blast. So let's just shout out all the awesome people who've been hanging out with us tonight.
Oh my God, so many. I hope you remember them all.
Bobby Blaze, I love you. I'm so glad you've been here. Ginger and Will, you guys are the best. Jerry, you're an asshole, but we love you.
Oh, we love him so much.
All of my bourbon buddies, Richie Z and Mash and Drum and Bayou Drums. And
Blended whiskey.
Cruiser
Cruiser
Mac. Oh my gosh.
Zach.
All of y'all.
Of course, Jenny, the best mod in the business.
Yes, indeed. And ladies and gentlemen of the round table, Zach Sanford, Cruiser Mac.
Texas comedy.
Y'all are the best.
I know.
You
Awesome.
really make this so much fun. I love hearing your stories. I can't thank you enough for being here, really. You're the best. I love it. So thanks, y'all. I will see you next Monday night for more #Bourbon Soak Live. Cheers.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.
Well, down here in Nola on Fowler Street, when you reach Magnolia, hold your feet at this little store run by my sweet Maureen. If you go in there, you won't come out the same.